Hey, friends of the earth, this is Waylon Lewis, and I'm back in Boulder, Colorado. I've been traveling. I was in New York, and then I was in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Has anyone been in New York or Halifax lately? Probably a bunch of New York. Um, so I hate to do this because I haven't been doing videos much lately, and I like to do them regularly. So I have a real connection with all of you. Most of you probably don't know me. My name is Waylon Lewis. I work with Elephant. Um, and what I hate to do is talk about business. But we have Elephant Academy, which is our school, and the deadline is coming up in like one day or something to get a discount of $100 to join. So now I want to pull it back. If you're interested in Elephant Academy, great. If you're not, I want to talk about what's interesting about that, whether you're interested or not. So what is interesting about life, about work, about meaning, about making money? I introduced this on Elephant, Facebook over here, Instagram over there, by saying the only way to make a change is to make a change. Community can help with that. So with Academy, you write your heart out, invest in yourself. So we teach people how to write, how to find their voice, how to find your community, and how to find your path. Whether you're interested in investing in your skills for your current career or a new one, that's what Elephant Academy is for. We're in a super revolutionary time where, thanks to this kind of social media and blogs and the internet generally and technology generally, half of which we kind of love to hate because it's kind of mindless and all consuming and being misused by these huge corporations. But there's also real upside to it where you could go live in the country and work full-time for a business remotely, right? You can work in the city and work remotely. You can travel the whole world and work remotely. You can write for a living and you don't need the permission of a bunch of big, fat, powerful old people in New York City, where I just was. Respect to the gatekeepers, respect to them, but we don't need them anymore. Gatekeepers do offer some benefit, which is that the publishing industry is one that is largely run by women, and they have an amazing sense, the editors and the publishers, an amazing sense of what works and of facts. We're seeing the degradation of truth in our national discourse right now. So gatekeepers aren't always bad. There's a reason there's a keeper at the gate, because maybe something was inside that doesn't want to get run over. Like, the poppy super bloom in California, all the Instagrammers are just running all over, trampling the weeds because there aren't gatekeepers, right? So anyway, I'm kind of off the topic, but what I started with, sometimes the only way to make a change is to make a change, is the Buddhist notion, which is samsara, the cyclical notion of samsara, of suffering. We get caught up in our habitual patterns, particularly by the time we're, say, like 20, 25, 30. I'm obviously 29 years old, not 44. I don't know why some of you think I'm 44. But by the time you're 44 or whatever, you're a product of your habitual patterns. Not completely. Obviously, I'm present all the time. I can see the sunshine outside. I can be present in my life, and that's my practice of mindfulness. But my habitual patterns help shape what I eat, how often I eat, whether I exercise, whether I work on my second book. Habitual patterns are very powerful. So how do we get out of them? Sometimes they're healthy habitual patterns, right? Routine gets us to the gym or for hikes, right? But routine helps us eat good food or be kind to people. But sometimes routine needs to be kind of broken or shifted so that we can get back to yoga class if we haven't been for a long time or whatever. So how do you make a change? Sometimes you just have to make a change. Sometimes you just have to say, I'm opening the window and getting fresh air in here. I'm going to yoga. I'm not going to try to figure it out. I'm just going. Just make it happen. And the way you do that is you can kind of think to yourself, okay, what do I need to go to yoga? I need a t-shirt. I need shorts. I need to know what time it is. And I need to know how to get there. And I need to know how to pay for it. And then you just make it happen. You schedule it, you go. So This may seem super disconnected right now, but basically what I'm trying to talk about is why would you jump into something like Elephant Academy, which is a huge disruption in your life, studying, learning, and community, making this big change. It's because you want to make a change in your life. You want to make a change in your daily work. You want to make a change in your daily life to make it more meaningful, to make it more fun, to make it more, well, meaningful is a good start, right? Imagine if you could wake up, enjoy the work you were going to, make money doing it, and have that work be a benefit to the whole world. I mean, that sounds pretty darn good. I get to do that. It's taken me a long time to create that. I'm privileged in certain ways, and I know it. But there were other ways where I had no money. I just had to kind of be broke and work hard for a long time. And luckily I had an education, you know. I'm not discounting any help that I did have, most of which came from my mom, as well as society generally. But we're here to help in any case. So whether you have that privilege or not, we're here to help. And community is one of the greatest privileges. And our virtual Elephant Journal community, our Elephant Academy community, is so fun and so helpful and so meaningful. People make lifelong friends. So elephantjournal.com/academy. It's starting in a month or something. The deadline is tomorrow in like 24 hours or something.
For the discount.
For the discount, elephantjournal.com/academy. And you don't really need any specific info from me, because if you're serious, you just go to that link, elephantjournal.com/academy, and that has all the facts and the info. But yeah, if you want that discount, jump in there. All right, folks. I hope that's been kind of a fun little touch-in, despite it being a little bit businessy. But please, we have like 100+ people in the writing and social media portions of Elephant Academy. We focus on how to write, how to find your voice, how to make a living as a writer. I just interviewed Tyler Knott Gregson. Any of you guys know him? That was fun. It's on elephantjournal.com/podcast. Our new podcast, which has already made a bunch of national lists. And you can go to elephantjournal.com/podcast, get a taste of Elephant Academy writing. You can also go to IGTV. And then we do the social media portion, which is not so much about social media as it is empowering you to live the life and career that brings you joy, whether it's working remotely or being independent entrepreneur or adding to your existing skills for your existing work. I was getting some beta or work hand movements there for a second. So please check out elephantjournal.com/academy. And I'm an Elizabeth Warren man, but go beta. All right, folks. Thank you. Big love. And check you later.